My name is Carlos Montes. I'm a longtime human rights activist in the Chicano community, and I'm a member of Centro CSO, organizing in Boyle Heights in East LA.
And I'm Isabel Gorola. I am from South Central Los Angeles. I am a recent graduate at Cal State Fullerton in Chicana Studies, and I am also a member of Centro CSO.
The original demands of the Chicano Moratorium, August 29, 1970, were two things: to stop the war in Vietnam, but also to protest the high casualty rate of young Chicano men in Vietnam. We read a study by Dr. Ralph Guzman at UCLA that showed that Chicanos and Blacks were being put in the front lines in the gunnery crews and had a high casualty rate in relation to our population. And definitely we were against the US war against the Vietnamese people.
I learned different definitions of the identity Chicano, Chicana, Chicanx. I first learned it was Mexican American, but then I later learned that it also is a political identity where people are active in their community. They don't take no for answer. They fight for their rights, for self-determination. And some people, they think it's a Mexican American, other people political identity. There are some non-Mexican American people who do identify as Chicano, Chicana, Chicanx, but not all do. And then with the Chicano Moratorium of 1970, I learned that they were fighting against the Vietnam War, like how Carlos was saying, and they were just fed up with a whole bunch of stuff that was happening in the 60s, like the East LA walkouts and other events that took place within the United States. So they're just tired of it, and they decided to like come together and have a huge event protest, which was the Chicano Moratorium in the 1970s.
We're all fighting for equality. We're all fighting to have a successful march and rally. These differences, we could work them out. Let's listen to each other and not shut each other off, and work for unity. Work for unity, whether it's a project, a campaign, and we're all in it for the long haul. I think we all need to be in it for the long haul. And what I'm talking about the long haul is our freedom, our liberation.
I feel like now it's more LGBTQI plus community being included into these spaces, because 60 or 50 years ago it was more like being oppressed by race, and now it's like more like intersectional. So how Carlos was saying that like Black Lives Matter, Black folks, Asian folks, like we all come together through unity and support each other. And also how Carlos was saying, like despite like having like little small disagreements or arguments, we still come together and fight like the big oppressor, which is like white supremacy and power and control. So people like Carlos inspire me because like 50 years later, like he's still fighting. So I feel like we should still fighting, but you do need to take like mental health breaks because it does like lead to burnout.
We do community organizing. When we go to a meeting, you have families, you have the moms, the kids, the women, the young and the old together, and we have the gay community there too. And it's beautiful to see us marching together, especially the march for August 29th. And, just to quote the old cliches of Dolores Huerta, si se puede, and don't mourn, organize, see, and the struggle continues.
Solidarity and unity are very important. And how Carlos was saying earlier, always listen and give space to others who are more oppressed than us.